Been kind of busy. I still got the cards out. Still need to get a binder and some sleeves for them. There's the comic book weekly information guides, some bags, some boards. There's some CDs I have with some cool stickers on there. The Ravens Crossing, Cave City. If you ever get a chance, go there. In Ohio, stop by Deer Creek State Park. What else we got up here? Information on the comic book, one of the comic book shops I go to. Pack Rat, Journey to the Comics are two of my go-tos. Yeah, there we go. That was a little unprofessional there, but we got it over there. I want to show you the other side. All right. Hope everyone's doing good. Sunday. We'll go through these comic books here in a second. We're going to go through some toys. There's the guitars. Over here is a mess. You see my workout stuff, boxing gloves. Out to the other bedroom, restroom, out towards the living room, kitchen area. Not that you care about that. We're not doing an apartment guide today. There's my little icon thumbnail for all my social media sites. So follow me on Instagram. We're going to talk about home fitness. We're going to talk about comic books. We're going to talk about toy hunts today. Hey, we might even get into reselling a little bit. I do that. I've been kind of slacking on it. We'll probably go through some comic books. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. I'm going to flip this over here. Just 1 second. All right. All right. Making some rookie mistakes with the camera there today. All right. Should probably plan this live stream a little bit better. But it's live and we're going to have fun today, regardless of how the video turns out. It's going to turn out good. All right, a couple little slip ups there, but I think we're all right. I do need to work on where I have the camera at in my room with all my comic books. It's my man room, my man cave. There we go. Trying to focus on not the guitars, trying to focus on the comic books today. All right, let me just adjust this a little bit. Maybe I need to work on a few things with the camera before my next live. Probably work on that a little bit more. But we got it. We're gonna go through some comic books. I still got these Shadowhawk cards. I got these for like $3, a whole set of them. Shadowhawk cards. I gotta get a binder, get some sleeves to put those in. Big fan of Shadowhawk. Still got a good amount of comics I had never picked up from Shadowhawk, who's been mainly with Image, maybe a couple other independent companies. Still got the DC trading card games available for sale. A few cards there. Yes. Let's talk about what's coming out real quick. Darkness. I don't know much about this character, but I know he's from Image. They say he's from early 90s, but it's being brought back from Image Comics. So I don't know much about that, though. This week I did go to my local comic book shop, Journey to the Comics. Kind of reminds me of, similar to maybe an enemy of Wetworks. Alright, so I went to my comic book shop. I was thinking Fantastic Four issue 5 came out this week. So I'm looking for it. Obviously, that's next week. So I'll be going back to the shop to get that. And I was looking for Youngblood, but Youngblood completely sold out. I knew I should have jumped over to the comic book shop on Wednesday. Hopefully I get some more copies in. If not, I will order it. As far as collected, I don't know how many issues of the New Youngblood I'll pick up because I'm really a fan of the old school Image books from the 90s. But I'll probably get 1 or 2 because issue 2, the return of the Supreme and Kid Supreme. So I'll probably grab that one. If you don't know who Supreme is, he was basically a Superman for Image Comics back in the 90s. Malibu Comics had Prime. Then, did Marvel have someone similar to Superman? I guess their Superman would be Spider-Man. I'm shocked they don't have something more similar to Superman. Maybe he does. Maybe they do. Maybe I have to look more into that. Image also had one called Spider. No, not Spider. Star, who only had a couple books, was kind of like their Spider-Man. I got a bunch of these Trick or Treat books. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these or sell these. Dark Horse. Lethal Projection. I'll check the comments here in 1 second, guys. Spidey Man. I might hold on to these for a while. The X-Men. And of course, Fantastic Four and Godzilla. I do have the actual issue of that somewhere. But I think it's a different cover. It's a variant cover. I just can't remember which one. We'll be doing more videos going through my toys. 2026 is going to be a big year, guys, because we're going to kind of transition. Hey, what's up, everyone? You Spider-Man? No, I'm not Spider-Man. I'm not even Spider-Boy. Right, we're going to go through these comic books 1 second, but 2026, it's going to be a good year. We're going to be doing more comic book hauls. Let me speak correctly here. Less toy hunts. Less, toy hunts at Walmart, Target. I will do a few more before Christmas, but next year it's going to be all about local comic book shops and maybe a couple toy stores if it's like a local mom and pop shop like Toy Hunters, Classic Plastics, the Toy Mall, Toys and Collectibles, something like that. Yes, I will definitely film, but it will be more about comic books in 2026. We're going to be going through all these boxes here, comics. We're going to be hitting the comic book shop. We're going to do videos on 50-cent comics, $1 comics. And we're going to be doing some live videos, so I hope you enjoy that. That's going to be a big year in 2026 as we change over. Now, let's get into workouts, home fitness. No longer doing workout videos on this channel. I just want to focus mainly on comic books. Now, as far as workouts, I might do one on my Instagram or another platform. If I decide to do that, I'll keep you updated on that. Now, as far as toy hunt videos at Walmart, Target, I don't think I'll be doing many next year. If I do, they'll probably be closer to next Christmas if I do that. And now if I go to the toy store and yes, I see a bunch of Marvel toys, I will probably just film that and add that to a comic book video and doing it that way. Alright, so we talked about, well, we're going to be doing videos on cards too, like Marvel cards, DC, Image cards next year. Probably won't be doing any this year. We're going to wait till next year. Next year is going to be big, 2026. Far as how many videos I'll be putting out the rest of this year is, there will be at least 2 more videos this month, 2 or 3 next month. But December, January will be kind of slow as far as videos, and we'll be back at it probably February, or we'll probably be doing at least 1 recorded video, at least 1 live, and maybe a short. You guys want to see more shorts in 2026 or kind of get away from that? What do you guys think of short videos? Fans of them or not fans? we'll do some shorts next year. Of course, we'll do some lives. Have you guys tried the Ghost Orange? Guys, please leave comments. Let me know if my videos are okay, not okay. If you want to help me out with titles, heck yeah, I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it. I'm killing it. Doing something. Oh, orange? Yeah, orange is good. I've been on orange kick. I was on a grape kick. The raspberry one ain't too shabby. My favorite though is sour watermelon. Still a classic one. Sour apple, but that's kind of hard to find. The sour stripe one, I still haven't found that one. And the Beyond Berry, never seen that. Oh, all right. Let's get back to comics. Sorry. All right. All right. So this week, to be honest with you, I haven't read none of these. I haven't read none of these books. I'm behind on reading books. I definitely need a way to have the leveled so you guys can see the comics. Can you see the comics okay there? That's something I need to work on. But anyways, let me know if you can see. See right there. Maybe I should put it on that shelf. Then it'd be too low. Spider-Girl issue 5. I've picked up every issue of this so far. Am I going to stop at 5 or keep going? I wish I would have got all the Spider-Boys. I didn't realize Spider-Boy was going to stop. I thought that was an ongoing series. I don't know if sales stopped. Sales slowed down and they just decided Spider-Boy ain't doing good anymore. Kind of shocked because it was doing super good. The comics, like the first appearance, everything was kind of had a little bit of value. And all of a sudden, I don't hear nothing about Spider-Boy or Spider-Woman. Like Spider-Woman was kind of hot there for a couple weeks. But that's just the way I guess the comic book world is. So hopefully they eventually, like the smaller comic book characters that don't really sell a lot of books, maybe they should just have like a group. Put like Spider-Boy, Spider-Girl, because I think right now Spider-Girl's doing good, but eventually I think she's gonna die down. It's gonna be the same thing as Spider-Boy. So Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl, Spidey-Boy, just have them as maybe like a yearly mini series or a group and see. I don't know. Maybe that'd be cool. A group. Would it do good? What do you guys think? And of course, have Spider-Man in there too. At least featured in some of the books. My kitty wants to say hi. All right, let's get back to the comics. Spider-Girl. Let me just bring that up a little bit so you can see the cool cover. I went ahead and grabbed it. I meant to grab the regular cover, but I ended up getting this one. But it's nice. Next is World's Finest. Of course, that is Batman, Superman. I believe this is a variant cover. This has to be because it's retro looking. This one's been out for at least a couple weeks. And I finally grabbed it. I was like, man, I gotta get that. I love the art. Up next, Old School Adventures of Superman. I love these Superman books. The whole story of Superman being killed by Doomsday and him coming back. To me, the 90s Superman is classic to me and still my favorite. This was only $1. I don't know how this was only $1. I'm sure at one time it had more value. But it's got value to me. Beautiful cover. Love the artwork. If you get a chance, grab one of these and read this. Alright, the newest Spider-Man. I'm a Spider-Man fan. Last series, I grabbed every book. This one, I maybe have 5 or 6 of them. I haven't been grabbing them all. I grabbed the newest one, issue 15. I think 16 comes out this week. I don't know what's going on with the villains. The new villains coming out. New Nemesis. I grabbed it, but personally, not a not the biggest fan of the villain, the new villain. Let me know what you guys think. But I did pick it up. Issue 15. I'm in to grab issue 13. I really love the cover on that one. You guys like the new Spider-Man series, or do you guys prefer the last volume? Me personally, I would have to say the last volume, way better. Way better art. Stories were better to me. Rogue? Rogue. I'm Rogue. Rogue? Oh, on the comic book? Yeah, I think so. That was Rogue. Threw me off there for a second because I wear a lot of Rogue t-shirts from the gym company, the fitness company. But I was like, I don't think I have a Rogue shirt on today. Looks cool, but last volume. You prefer the last volume? The art was way better. Every cover that came out pretty much from the last volume was awesome. This looks a little crooked though. A little crooked, I don't know. Let me get back and check that out. I guess it'll do, but I'll have to work on that a little bit. Rogue Fitness. How many characters are in X-Men? There's a massive amount. You're talking about Spider Girl. Yes. I need to read this. X-Men. I haven't been grabbing too many X-Men books. That's another one that personally, I don't know what it is, but the 90s X-Men will always be the classic one. The newer X-Men, every once in a while I see a cover or a book, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta grab that. But most of them, not the biggest fan of. Alright, Fantastic Four issue 1. What year is this? What year is this one? I can't remember what year. Let me know if you guys remember what year this volume came out. But I love the art. I love the cover. Great looking. Fantastic Four cover right there. I know I looked this up the other day. What year was that? Oh, that's going to bug me. I'll have to double check on that. But I'll probably forget. I don't know. I don't know offhands. I should have wrote that down. Let me just double check to see if it said it was $3 cover. But anyways, well, you know what? Let's find out because that's gonna bug me. Let's see what year. $1994. I started to say 1994, but then 2004 jumped in my head, and I'm like, there's no way it's 2004. It also came with this. Let me know what you guys think of 2004 comic books. What was your go-tos in 2004? Do you remember? You know who still makes good covers? Who still, after all these years, Spawn? How often do you see a Spawn cover you're like, that's ugly? Not too often. Even though I don't grab a lot of Spawn books. Alright, the light. Alright, let me try something. Thank you for telling me that. I don't know if you're talking about this light at the top or the light over here. So let me know. I'm gonna put this in front of this light. Let me know. Is that a little better? Is that a little bit better? I put the light. That's something, yes. Okay, top light. All right. Now, is it too dark in here? So let me take that off because it's probably just too dark. See, that's what I was kind of wondering about the light being at the top. I do have the camera pushed back. I don't have it just under. So let me know. Too dark in here? Too dark in the room, or is it just okay? A lot better. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for helping out with that. I love comments. They can help better the channel. And let me know about hashtags. Do you guys still put hashtags in your videos if you do videos? To me, I feel like hashtags are kind of not doing what they used to do. I kind of feel like they're kind of on the way out. All right. Love this Fantastic Four, though. Thumbs up on this one. This was only $1. So I'm not going to say no to issue 1 of Fantastic Four for $1. Especially in great shape and good looking. Up next, The Adventures of Superman. 50-year anniversary. Issue 440. Originally 75 cents. What year was this? 88. Love my Superman, especially my old Superman. I love the 80s Superman too. Right there. Great looking cover. You guys can see the comics just fine if I leave them there, or you like when I bring them up so you can see them a little bit better. Alright guys, so you let me know the top light, too much of a glare, volume, you hear me just okay, right? You can hear me perfect. One thing we need to work on is probably the level of the camera so that you're up a little bit and you can see the comic books a little bit better. That's probably something I need to work on. What do you guys think about maybe an LED light in here? Just something to make the videos pop a little bit, maybe a yellow light or green light, something like that. Maybe a picture up here on the wall, just get, so it ain't so bland in here. Maybe I need a picture over here, like a Superman or a Spider-Man or something up. Just something a little bit that pops, makes the background a little less boring. Or I could probably just maybe put a comic book box up here so you see the side of it. Just something that stands out a little bit. So you see the comic book I'm showing, but then you'll see something here. On the right track, LED light would help. Yes. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to go put LED lights all over my room, but maybe just one. Don't need to go spend a bunch of money. All right. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for helping out. Mostly, who we got? Donnie B. Thank you. If you haven't already and you like the live, I'm sure you're going to like to go back to the catalog and watch some of my actual videos, recorded videos at comic book shops. And I even have some toy hunt videos, so you might like that, Donnie. So if you would like, I would thank you. Subscribe to the channel. We got tons and tons of videos coming up. All right, next, got to put these comic books away. So if you want to hang out with me while I put the comics away, feel free. Superman, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. old Superman, Adventures of Superman, World's Finest. So many different Superman. Superman, I think they've had Man of Steel. We have Action Comics. Spidey Girl. I don't know if I'm gonna should I keep going with the Spider Girl? Because you're probably like me and say they're probably gonna stop at like issue 10 and be done with it. Or should I just stop at 5? Maybe I'll stop at 5. Alright, so Fantastic Four, we'll go to the Fantastic Four box. Let me know what you think of this box. This is my first comic book box I bought. I originally was collecting comic books in the 90s, you know, teenage years. Ended up stopped collecting comics for years and years and years, and finally I got back into it, and I've been at it since 2022, 2023, maybe. Yeah, I think 2022. Somewhere in that area. I'm gonna put the Fantastic Four away. And we'll be going through all these comic books here. I'm gonna do a whole video going through the comic book boxes. Whole one dedicated to Fantastic Four because that's one of my go-tos. Not real sure where this goes. You guys think of that cover right there? Dr. Doom. Issue 30. I'm just gonna throw that in there. We'll look at a couple. We'll look at a couple of these Fantastic Fours. What else we got here? Issue 350. Issue. This is weird. This is a 2.3. 2.3. I'll show you one more. One more Fantastic Four. Issue 341. And Fantastic Four, the last. I have every issue from the previous volume. Doomsday. Oh yes, in the new Avengers movie. Can't wait. I'm excited about it. I won't lie though, the movies are freaking long. And I wish they weren't 3 hours. But I'm excited about it. To be honest, I haven't even seen the Fantastic Four. I saw Superman. And that was really good. I saw Jurassic World. That was another good one. Doomsday. Yeah, that's going to be great. Can't wait. Can't wait for the Supergirl, too. We'll see how good that is. Spider-Man, hopefully one of these days that'll come out. Alright, so. But we're going to be doing a whole video on the Fantastic Four box. Right here real soon. Slowly getting full. I need to finish my Image comic box. I only need like 5 more books in there. Grab a quick drink here. I'm a Ghost orange. Promoting it like they're a sponsor. I have no sponsors. By the way, I have no sponsors. Even if I got one, if I do end up getting a sponsor, I don't know how I would do it. I couldn't do it though, starting the video off, trying to just sell you guys something like, here, buy this. It would have to truly be something that I use. I think it would have to be comic book related, at least. And I would put it in towards the end of the video. I couldn't start my video off like, here, buy this. That's just, I couldn't do that. And a Patreon, I've thought about doing it, but I don't want to sit here and be asking people for money. I think a couple times I have put in the description like tip jar and put my PayPal information. I've done that a couple of videos. mainly when I first started the channel, and I kind of just was like, you know what? Mainly though, I on the right track. I got the subscribers. I just got to get the watch hours. And if you're making money from YouTube, I mean, I'm not trying to get anyone's business. That's on you. But I'm not going to sit here and be asking you guys for money. If I'm making money, and by the way, you're taking time out of your busy schedule, you could be doing something else right now. You don't have to be watching my silly butt. And if you sit there and you watch an ad and I make a little bit of money off that, ain't that good enough? But, I'll leave it at that. And also do reselling. I've been kind of slacking on it though. So what do you guys think of that? But everyone's business. Fantastic Four. Yes, I need to see it. But anyways, if I do end up doing something, some type of promotional, whatever, I won't put in the beginning of the video. I'll either just put a link in the description or put at the very end of the video or something. I don't know. But I'm not going to sit here and be begging you guys for money. You guys probably need money yourself. Alright. Should we go through these books? Yeah, we'll go through them. We'll go through these. I know I got some more Superman books somewhere. Just gotta find them. Just one second. Show you a couple of these Superman books. So earlier I was talking about home fitness, the workouts I used to do. I only put like 5 of the videos on here. I think I did 1 live. No more workouts on this channel. If I do a workout, it'll be on another platform, maybe a live stream or on my Instagram. So I should put the link on my Instagram. In the videos so you guys have that. I love this cover. What do you guys think of this one? What year? I like when they have the year on the cover. That's what they need to go back to, having a year. We got Superman books. Somewhere I got a World's Finest. Let me find it. I know I got more Superman books somewhere here. I need to get another box or two so I can organize these. I know I got books at random spots. All right, let's go through the Spider-Man covers of the new volume. All right, I'll look for that later. We'll go through the Spider-Girls real quick. We got Spider-Girl issue 1. So it's not too dark in here, right? The light's okay. What I need to do is record a video, record a couple minutes, watch it, see how it sounds, how the light is, and kind of adjust a little bit and watch another, repeat, record, watch. issue 5. So I don't know. Should I grab issue 6? I already grabbed 5, or should I just move on? I don't even know if I was originally planning to collect Spider-Girl, but I ended up with her. I showed this, right? Yeah, I did. I might do a comparison video of this volume of Spider-Man versus the previous Spider-Man, just cover to cover, like issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. That would be something. All right, I do like this cover. Don't get me wrong; it's a good cover. How much was this? This was like $10, wasn't it? Who knows? I don't even have the price on the cover, but I think it was. Here's a variant cover. That was $6. All right, issue 2. That's a good cover too. So I guess I'm a little bit wrong. I guess the new volume does have some good covers. But I don't know about the new villains. But I am excited about the Fantastic Four comic book, because you're gonna have who we're gonna have Black Cat in them. You're gonna start seeing a darker side of Visible Woman, so that should be exciting. And I just have 1 and 2, then I went straight to 7. So I don't know if I'll go back and get more issues of this volume. Possible. I do kind of want issue 13 though. Is this the Hellgate? Yeah, the Hellgate. Issue 10. Is this a variant or a regular cover? This cover's cool. It's unique. Guys, make sure you share. Please share these videos to your Facebooks, your social media sites. Plug me over there on your TikToks or whatever. 211 classic. Well, not classic. The 975 issue. Love it. What do you guys think of that one? So that's a good cover. I like that one. And issue, which one we got? 12. And this is a free, what is this from? Free comic book day. So got a few of the Spideys here. So did you pick this Spider? No, Spider-Man. Punisher up? I'm sure you did. Very popular. Am I going to grab issue 2? I think I'll grab issue 2. I do like the Punisher. One I've been looking for is Punisher 2099. The original volume, issue 1. I've been looking for that one. I did read that. I actually did. I vaguely remember it now, but I did read it. We got the Spideys. Whatever happened to this Spider-Man series? When did they stop at issue 12? I don't know. I think I almost have them all. I'm missing maybe 2 or 3. I should grab them. Alright. So we'll be going through those again. I'm sure soon. Fantastic Four, Superman, some Spider-Mans, and I have more, of course. Alright guys, so should we do a video going back to all the old image books from like the 90s that I have? That'd be a good video for next year. A video on all Spider-Man, Superman. Let's see what image books I got here. We'll just go through a couple. I don't know why I put this away. Alright, let's see what we got here. I got Spawn in here. Okay, I do got one. Spawn issue 350. That one. Here's one that came with a Spawn medieval toy. Then medieval Spawn, pretty cool cover. I had to grab that one. Medieval Spawn. There we got. Scorch, is this issue 1? Yeah, we got her right there. Pretty sweet. You guys a fan of Prophet? Not doing all the image books today, just a couple. Issue 0, that's kind of worth a few dollars. I think it's worth about 12 bucks. It's got a little value to it. I love the 0 books. Would you guys like to see them come back with issue 0s? I had no problem doing it. Don't have them have issue 0s. I would like them to come out before issue 1 though, but at the end of the day, it's whatever. I really like the original Prophet books, like the cover, but the new ones with Stephen Platt is cool too. Is that a Rob? Yeah, that's a Rob. Yeah, Rob Liefeld. Issue 2, right? Yeah, issue 2, Extreme. They started the Extreme Studio stuff, putting that on there. Extreme Studios, Wildstorm, all that. What was it? Alright, let's do Blood Strike. What do you think of that cover? I love this one. Another sick cover right there. There we go. That's a little better. The Blood Strikes. What about Shadowhawk? You guys a fan of Shadowhawk? Here's one. Yeah, I would love to see Shadowhawk come back. He was also a part of, was it Team Youngblood? They're towards the end of their run. Savage Dragon. I know they still do Savage Dragon, like the Son of Savage Dragon comics, but the original was the best. I got tons of Shadowhawks. I don't have them all. There's a Stormwatch. This is another one I would love to see them come out with. This is the special book. Yeah, give us Some more Stormwatch, that'd be awesome. Even though I think they may be with DC Comics now. I'll have to double check on that one. I know Wildcats went over to DC. Had a series a couple years ago. They did, I don't know how many books they did. I don't think they did 10, did they? And then Wildcats disappeared again. What else we got here? Codename Strike Force. What do you guys think of that one? Team Youngblood. Did I grab issue 1? Yes, sweet looking there. Cool cover, great cover. Have you guys picked up any of the Team Youngblood books? And of course, Rob Liefeld's Youngblood original. First appearance of Prophet. Somebody else was the first appearance in that one too. And Supreme is coming back, guys. Now I don't know if he's going to have a series, but I know he's going to be in the next issue of Youngblood, issue 2, the new volume, 2025 volume. There we go. Here's one you probably don't remember, Newman issue 1. I don't remember if they had it issue 0. They might have. If they do, I don't think I have it. I waited a while to grab that. That was one I was debating on. Alright, we're going to go through maybe a couple more. Here's one you probably don't remember, Black and White. Show you that real quick. Now, let's see. Got Darker Image, Deathblow. How about Union? This is a cool cover. Underrated. Definitely, if you get a chance, grab that. That is a sweet cover. One of the best covers probably out there. Beautiful cover, beautiful artwork. That's a must for your collection. If you're looking for a 90s image, don't sleep on that one right there. I would put that in your collection. Cool cover. You guys like Wetworks? Let's see, where's issue 1? I love issue 1. Just gotta find it. I wouldn't mind having a second issue of this. This is a cool cover. I need to grab another one so I can have, because this is a double, well not double, but two-sided cover. The back half is a part of the cover. So yes, definitely grab that for your collection. At least issue 1. Ripclaw, Brigades, another one you gotta have. Crypt. There's Brigade 0. grab at the bottom so you can see a little better. What about Cyber Force? Cyber Force Zero, that's a good cover, but I want to show you one. Even though they have 2 volumes, maybe even more than 2 volumes, but I got the 2 number ones from the original volume. So let me know what you guys think. Who's your favorite? Stormwatch Brigade, or Cyber Force? Out of those. Alright, Wildcats. Jim Lee, right? Jim Lee. Good old Jim Lee. Would you say this was Image's X-Men? I guess so, but do they have someone similar to Wolverine? Kinda, yeah. I don't remember his name, but yeah, they do have somebody in there with the big claws. Might be like a sword coming out of his hands. I'll have to read this because I can't remember their names. Wildcats issue 1, Jim Lee. What do you guys think of the Wildcats issue 1? And did you grab any of the Wildcats from DC Comics? What did I grab here? Two. Trying to find a comic book and I don't see it. I know I have it. I'm pretty sure I have Backlash issue 1. See 2 and 3. Probably just put in here in a different section. Okay, issue 2. Issue 2. Issue 3. Oh, that's weird. Double check, go through these real quick. I probably had it, just put it in the most random spot. That's what I do. Stonewatch. I thought I had Backlash issue 1, but I'm not seeing it. I know I saw 4 at the flea market, at the Peddler Junction flea market, and then I didn't end up grabbing. I was thinking about it. Black and White, Darker Image, Deathblow, Union, a lot of Union, well, a good amount of Unions, Wetworks. Super Patriots one I was thinking about grabbing, never did. Wildstar. Never grabbed no Max Comics. Got some Brigades. CITES. Twos. Three. No clue. Alright, well, I don't know where it is. Could be in a random box. Eventually it'll show up. Road trip. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. Another great live. We talked about home fitness's future, the workouts. And I said, of course, if we do it again, it'll be on Instagram or a live stream platform. We're coming back doing more comic book videos here very, very soon, more live streams. There'll be some shorts, there'll be some fun videos. I'll work on, the setup a little bit, how it's angled, so you can see more, see closer to maybe the comic. But any comments, let me know what you think, what I need to add to the backdrop here. I've got 3 thumbs ups. I appreciate everyone that has. Top fans. Appreciate Aiden. Everyone else showed up today. Hope you subscribed. Hope you like. Hope you shared. All that good stuff. More videos coming soon. More live streams. More comic books. All that good stuff. Don't know what else to talk about. Definitely going to have another box soon. That's going to be great. I need to go to Hobby Lobby and see what they got there. I might try to get the camera straight, like right here in front, so you guys can see straight. You'll be able to see the comics. You'll be able to see the toys. Or should I just focus on the comics? But we'll do more with that here very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with the freebie books. I'm gonna keep these or lot them up and try to sell them on DibDit or whatnot. Spidey. Venom. Make sure you follow me over there on Instagram at Kenneth Vincent Jr. Or actually, My Road Trip and Adventures. No. At Kenneth Vincent Jr., but also look for My Road Trip and Adventures. Just look for the icon. It's the same on all the platforms. I might return to X. I am thinking about going to another social media site maybe this year. Right now I mainly do True Social, but that's politics, so I put some stuff on there but don't get much attention as far as the videos. On Instagram, always doing stories. Look for the community tab there on my YouTube channel, please. Keep an eye on that for information regarding videos. All right, God bless everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.